Okay, so I'm working a couple problems from the end of chapter 8 in the book. I have copied these, and this one did not copy so well. I just wanted to get some practice with reading the labels, okay? And so I had to write in this part right here because it did not copy. This is number 15 from the book in what they call the additional exercises part, okay? This is the strength of the drug. It's 200 milligrams per 5 milliliters. Both 15 and 16 use that, okay? So for 15, we're supposed to read the label and to determine the number of milligrams that are contained in 2 milliliters of the solution, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down my strength, which is 200 milligrams per 5 milliliters. And I want to know how much is in milliliters of the solution. So I'm going to take and multiply this. Remember, it does not matter if I multiply it on the left or the right. I just didn't give myself room to multiply on the left. And I want to have 2 milliliters. I'll put that over 1. The milliliters cancel out. Multiply 200 times 200 times 2 is 400 milligrams. Divided by 5. 400 divided by 5 is 80 milligrams. So we would need 80 milligrams. Okay. Now number 16 uses this label as well. We are supposed to determine the number of milliliters of the solution that would contain 250 milligrams of the drug. Now this is having a different part missing. Here we were looking for the milligrams. Now we've given the milligrams and we're looking for the milliliters. My strength is 200 milligrams per 5 milliliters. Well, since I'm going to be getting rid of the milligrams because that's the part I have, I want to end up with milliliters in the top. So I'm going to flip this. Okay, now I'm going to multiply this by the number of milligrams I want to get rid of. Okay, now our milligrams cancel out, so I'm going to end up with milliliters in the top. 200 and 250 are both divisible by 50. If I divide this by 50, I get a 4. If I divide this by 50, I get a 5. Multiply across. 5 times 5 is 25. And then I have a 4. And then do this division. 25 divided by 4 is 6.25 milliliters. Okay, so now we're going to jump back to number 12. This one is very difficult if you're not paying attention, okay? We are supposed to express this percent of the strength of the pneumococcal vaccine with this label, okay? So we're looking for the strength and we're supposed to express it as a percentage. Remember, strength is always, I'm looking at this is in micrograms. I need grams over milliliters, okay? I'm given micrograms. I need to convert these before I do anything else, okay? So I have 25 micrograms. That's a C. And I'm going to first convert it into milligrams. There are 1,000 micrograms in 1 milligram. Micrograms cancel out. I end up with 25 divided by 1,000, which is 0.025 milligrams. I'm still not to grams, so I'm going to take this and convert it to 0.025 milligrams. And there are, again, 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. milligrams cancel out, and I have 0.025 divided by 1,000, which is 0. And then I have 4 zeros, 25 grams. So now I finally have it in the right unit. Now to find this strength, we take the grams and we divide it by, what do we have, the milliliters? 0.5. When you do that division, you get 0.0000, 4 zeros and a 5 grams per milliliter. Okay, now we need to convert this to percent. And when you do that, your decimal place moves over 2, and you end up with 0.005%. So that's the strength.